Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin. I'm the author of the new book, Heal Yourself, A Return to Wholeness, the Integration of Body, Mind, Soul, and Spirit, available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. I'm also the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love, available in all 3 formats. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings. I do 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, romance, twin flame, soulmate, life path and purpose, career. You can book that at my website, fondinwellness.com. I am also doing Twin Flame Divine Feminine Bootcamp number 1 and number 2. You can do Twin Flame Divine Feminine Bootcamp number 1 on demand. The link is below. Divine Feminine Bootcamp number 2, which is called The Healing, is currently in session, but if you still want to sign up, the link is below. You will be caught up with all of the modules that I believe we just released module 7. There are 15 modules in the course for Bootcamp 2. So you can just sign up. It will automatically release the first 7 modules for you. This is the weekly Twin Flame Tarot reading. Messages for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and the couple. Today is Monday, September 28th, 2020, and happy week. I can't believe it's almost October. What? Where did September go? It's almost October. We have that October 1st full moon. In October, there's a full moon, a new moon, and full moon. So on the 1st and 31st, there are full moons, and on the 15th, there is a new moon. Crazy, right? So 3 major moon phases going on in October. October is really, astrologically speaking, check out some readers that do astrology readings, because it's going to be a lot of planetary shifting happening in October. Let's go ahead and say a prayer over the cards. So we're just going to say a blessing over this reading. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, Archangels, Angels of God, Twin Flame, Guardian Angels, Romance Angels, let this reading be the highest light and love of God the Father. Let it bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, please stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. We are going to start with the goddesses, the Divine Feminine Collective. Divine Feminine, Guardian Angels, please help us to get good, clear messages in what Divine Feminines in this collective need to know to learn and grow for this week. We're going to get 1 card from the Angel Tarot deck for Divine Feminines. We're also using the Fairy Tarot deck, which is one of my favorite decks to use because I love the imagery. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck with a lot of gorgeous imagery on it. So we're just going to get 1 for Divine Feminines. And now the Divine Masculine, we're going to pick an Angel Tarot card for Divine Masculines. Divine Masculines, Guardian Angels, what do Divine Masculines need to know to learn and grow for this week? And then we have the Fairy Tarot as well for Divine Masculines. And now we're going to the Twin Flame Couple. Twin Flame Couple energy here. Twin Flame Angels, please help Twin Flames to understand what's happening in the collective for this week. And then we're going to get a romance message as well. Let's go to the romance messages for the couple. This is for the Twin Flame Couple. We're going to get Romance Angels help us to understand the romance energy for the Twin Flame Couple for this week. What is happening here? And then we're going to get a Message of Love card, and this will either confirm or change the meaning slightly for the romance card for the Twin Flame Couple. Whoa, 2 came out. All right, we'll take it. That happens rarely. And we're going to get 2 messages. These are the messages from Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine for this week. Let's just see what comes up. Divine Masculines, Guardian Angels, what would Divine Masculines say? What's in their heart space this week? Okay, let's start with the Divine Feminines. Interesting. So, as I mentioned, this entire year for 2020 has been a lot of challenging times for everybody across the board. What's really important for you to understand, Divine Feminines, is that this entire year, it doesn't matter if you're a twin flame, whether you're a twin flame or just a normal person living their lives here on Earth, it's a time of change. It's a huge time of change for all of 2020, from the beginning to the end, literally, until December 31st. Huge time of change, just change and transformation, and a lot of self-reflection, and tons of reevaluating and evaluating and reevaluating your life. Everybody is just digging really deep. And if they don't want to dig deep, they're forced to dig deep this year. We got the renewal card for Divine Feminines, which in traditional tarot, renewal is judgment. What it does indicate for Divine Feminines is that you have been evaluating and reevaluating everything about your life. You've gone through the reel. It's almost like you've gone through the film reel of your life, and you've been digging up things that maybe you thought you had laid to rest. You're bringing up things that you needed to revisit anyway. And in the end, what you have decided, and that's what this is about, that's what renewal is about. In the end, you've decided that things that have led you up until this moment are actually okay. You've gotten rid of the stuff that you don't want anymore, that in your life, that you don't need anymore, that you don't want anymore. And it's almost like you're ready to graduate into the next spiritual level. You're ready to you're like, okay, I'd like my diploma now. I've done a lot of the work. I'm ready for the diploma. And it's really an ascension into the higher spiritual level, because we have Archangel Jeremiel here showing the purple light. And purple is indicative of the crown chakra, which is the chakra of enlightenment. And what that really truly does mean is graduation to the next spiritual level. Congratulations, you are almost there. And it's almost like I've decided to move forward. I've decided to move on. Karmically, it's time, because I've balanced what I do need to balance, to move on, to move forward. So it's a really good message of finishing. It's Judgment Day. It's like finishing the past stuff that you need to tie loose ends on. Now, what I want you to do in that, because it can be anxiety provoking to let go of your past and move forward into your future. It really can, because when you're letting go of certain things of the past, it's scary to let go of comfort. It really is. It's very scary to let go of comfort, but you're ready to move forward. So don't get caught up in this fear-based mode, because the Nine of Winter, Nine of Swords, is about fear-based thoughts. And those fear-based thoughts can lead to self-fulfilling prophecies. And what you don't want is to kick off the new phase in your life, the new phase in ascension with these fear-based thoughts, because it's going to create something that you don't want. You need to mourn the past if it's something you do need to leave behind, whether it's a past relationship, a past career choice, a job, whatever it is, even leaving your home state or your home country. And because you've decided that the best place for you is in another geographical location, instead of going forward with fear, you need to go forward with courage and strength. But it's your choice. And that's what the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Winter, it's really telling you. It's telling you, you know what? You have a choice. You can live from the lower chakras, which are more fear, survival based, or as proposed to you, you can move forward from the higher chakras, which are the chakras of spirituality, but it's your choice. We're not going to tell you what to do. This is your angelic messages coming through. We're not going to tell you what to do, but we're going to suggest what you might do. And really that's what you're working on this week, Divine Feminines. So try not to have those negative thoughts, because they really don't get you anywhere. Anywhere. In the twin flame reading for last week, we saw something with if you need to refresh and review, go back and review it, but what we did see for the couples were the two cards at the top, which I showed after Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. what we saw was that there was a parental issue that was being sorted out, and especially with the mother of the divine masculine. That's what we had been seeing. That's what we saw again last week. And it's very interesting because that energy is back here, but the card that is supporting that energy is showing us a new beginning for divine masculines. So we have this Queen of Air energy, which this is the card that showed up for almost the controlling mother who was not so much emotional, but who was very cut and dry with their divine masculine sons or daughters, right? Because doesn't matter, divine masculine be male or female. So what we saw was that their mothers were very controlling, very cut and dry, kind of bossy in a way, and they are cutting ties to their mother figure, and maybe not completely cutting ties, but cutting ties from that control piece. And I am seeing that, and I saw this last week, that they're getting rid of that. They're getting rid of that control piece. And they might have to take a break from the mother figure in their lives. They might have to take a break. And this could be a controlling wife as well, but I was seeing more as a mother, biological mother or adoptive mother than a wife, which it could be. They're really getting rid of that energy. They're getting rid of it. It's been holding them back for so long, but they're in the process of that this week because we got the Ace of Winter, which the Ace of Winter is about a new beginning. It's a new beginning. A lot of winter cards, because we've got the Nine of Winter for feminines, we've got the Ace of Air, which is like a winter card. They're all swords cards. And then we got this Ace of Winter, a lot of sword energy. This is like thoughts, right? But the Ace of Air is about a brand new beginning. It's about starting anew. And we see that with Divine Feminines too, because that renewal card, the starting anew. But this is really the Divine Masculines have turned the page. They've turned the page from the control piece that has been over their lives with this feminine presence. And they've actually turned the page. They're turning the page, or they're in the midst of turning the page this week. And this new page, when they turn the new page, the Ace of Winter indicates that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to turn that new page, but it's the right thing to do, and it's an opportunity to do so. There might be some obstacles, there might be challenges along the way, there might be roadblocks. And for Divine Masculines, they cannot let that deter them. They're doing the right thing by taking away that control of another person over their lives. And they're doing the right thing by turning a new page, even if turning that new page comes with some challenges. It's the right thing to do. So that is the message for Divine. We've got more air cards, more winter cards right here. But again, the message is so good this week. It really is good. I mean, I don't know if it's because we're entering into a new month. We're getting into we're just started the fall season, but really new energy coming through, like new transitional energy is moving through both Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and the couple. Like just it's a transition. It's transitioning into the new phase. It's a crazy, crazy energy that it's happening for both. So we've got more air cards as promised, or winter, air or winter or swords. We've got the Six of Air. That's a wonderful card. Wonderful. In Tarot, the first 5 cards of the swords energy, so Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords they're all very challenging cards. They're very challenging. It's very challenging energy. But the Six of Air is finally the breath of fresh air that you need. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's truly about having that new beginning, the new fresh start. The unicorn that is in this boat is ready to take on a new journey. And on his boat, I was looking at the word, but on his boat, it says novus, which means new. So he's ready to embark on a new journey. Again, twin flame couple, we've also got the Ace of Spring. Ace of Spring, a new beginning. A new beginning. It's time to take action and move forward. Seize the opportunity of this new beginning. Seize it. And this goes for the twin flame couple. It's just all this newness and energy is coming through, this fresh start, leaving the past behind you and allowing this couplehood in the twin flame collective to have a fresh start. Okay, now as I mentioned, 2 cards flew out for the messages of love. I am not sure what this means. Let's ask for some justification card for this one. I think I know what one of the messages is indicating, but the second one okay. Thank you, angels. So with all of this turnover, like the turning over of the energies, the fresh start, the renewal, moving forward fearlessly, because really that's what Ace of Spring is asking us to do. Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands in traditional tarot is asking us to do. It's to move forward fearlessly. And Divine Feminines, we saw that fear card, but we really want to move forward fearlessly. The twin flame romance reading is no different than the renewal and energy of moving forward fearlessly. Really, that is the key phrase here about everyone involved in the twin flame collective. If this resonates with you and your twin flame situation, then this is certainly for you. We've got express your love. Go ahead, make a romantic gesture, express your love. Now remember, this is a twin flame couple. This is both. It's not one, it's not the other, it's both. Now, obviously, if you're in total separation from your divine masculine, it could be that you are in your feminine energy waiting for them to come forward with an expression of love. If you are divine masculine, then you've really got this ace energy about moving forward into your new phase of life, which can indicate reaching out to your divine feminines to express your love. Now, what that does mean too is that it might not be easy, because a lot has been said, a lot has been done, a lot has been, there's been a lot of hurt, and it's hard to understand how to navigate it when you know that there has been just a lot of time that has passed, and words that were said, and things that were done or not done properly. But it doesn't mean that you should not move forward and express your love. And on the contrary, it means that even if things are tough, you still need to move forward. Now, the boundaries card came up. And the boundaries card, it's about setting those proper boundaries when you see bad behavior. I don't know if I was leaving a comment or I think it was on the live stream. I'm not sure, but it was either on a comment or a live stream, and somebody was talking about boundaries and setting boundaries with their divine masculine. And the response that I gave was, if behavior is good, if both parties are living in their integrity and honor, then there's really no need for boundaries, because the respect is automatic. If you're healthy emotionally and spiritually and physically, you are going to respect the other person's free will choices. You're going to respect who they are as a person. You're going to accept them for who they are as a person, and vice versa. Boundaries mostly come into play when there's one person that's unhealthy, or both people are unhealthy, because when there's one person that is unhealthy, then they are constantly infringing upon the territory or boundaries, right, of the other person. But what I believe this to mean is that the awkwardness that's going to happen because divine masculine is reaching out to divine feminine, not knowing quite how to reach out properly and make things better, they may reach out for, like, let's say a booty call or something. You know, they might reach out in a way that has lower energies that are not for the highest good of the couple. In that case, the divine feminine needs to draw some boundaries and say, good effort, you need to try again. Like, good effort, thank you for reaching out, but we need to try this again because there has been so much that has happened between us that we need to sort this out. It's not like you're just gonna come back and with a romantic gesture, everything's gonna be repaired between us. It's not the way it works. We really need to talk things through and just kind of sort out the hurt and what happened. And that doesn't mean that divine feminines, you should be closed to the idea. It means you need to be open to the idea, but the boundaries come in that you're not gonna accept unhealthy patterns of behavior anymore. That's what that means. And inversely, divine masculines, if you feel that your divine feminine is not acting properly either, it's time for you to set those healthy boundaries and say, nuh-uh, this is our new start. And if it's our new start, we're gonna start fresh. And when we start fresh, we're not gonna ruminate about the past. For example, we can talk about the past, certainly. I can tell you my version of the story, you tell me your version of the story, but we're not going to just hash and rehash details over and over again. This is our fresh start. So that's what that means. Then we got unavailable, and then we got second chance as I asked for justification. What I believe is that because some of you have been really hurt, I know on both sides, I'm not talking about one side or the other side, feminine or masculine, divine, in the divine consciousness. Some of you have been really hurt and rejected and ghosted and ignored and all of those things. I know that the easiest piece to stay away from being hurt again is to make yourself not available to your twin flame, but the angels are saying this relationship does deserve a second chance. So even if it's going to be tough, even if the road ahead is going to have more challenges, because like I said, this journey is not a cakewalk. It's just not an easy journey. There's going to be some more challenges ahead, but it's worth it. That's what your angels are saying. They're saying it's absolutely positively worth it. Now I'm getting another message from divine masculine to divine feminines, because with all this other energy, like I'm not sure, this just doesn't jive. So angels, romance angels, divine masculine's angels, what is the actual message from divine masculine to divine feminine this week? Because I'm not sure how to interpret this one. Oh, okay. All right, so for some divine masculines, for some of them, especially those dealing with this stuff, the Queen of Air, which I said is either that mother or the wife or ex-wife or girlfriend that they're trying, like this week it's working, like it's a transition for them. This week it's working. The transition period is actually working. That's why when you got the timing card, like the timing wasn't right and it's time for me to heal. Okay. And the reason why this came up, and I'll tell you because of the next card that came up, the reason why that came up is because the divine masculine who is getting rid of this, the Queen of Air, the divine masculine who's getting rid of this, once they transition over into getting rid of that Queen of Air, what they're doing is they're gonna take a moment, they're gonna take a beat for themselves. It's like, holy crap, I've been dealing with this controlling stuff for so long. I just need a minute to like recuperate from this. Like I can't deal with anything else for a minute. Like I just need to like clear my head. Like that was tough. Because the Queen of Air in their lives, like that person is not letting go of this thing easily. That's why it's taken so long, is that person's not letting go so easily. And they're gonna like, they're like, I need to take a minute. I know my divine feminine is waiting in the sidelines for me, so to speak, but I need to take a minute because this was the hardest thing I've had to do, is getting rid of this Queen of Air. And the reason I say that is because the Divine Masculine is saying the ultimate message is we will be together again. To the Divine Feminines, we will be together again. So it looks good. Like I said, new beginnings. This is like endings and new beginnings. This is transition, big time transition this week. Just transition energy all around, everywhere. It's nuts. Now, the full moon on October 1st, full moons always bring about transition energy, always. So it might get intense around Thursday, which is, I believe Thursday is October 1st. It might get really intense around Thursday and probably Wednesday. It's usually, the intensity of the full moon is usually a day or two prior to the actual full moon. So even as early as today, things might get intense with that transitional energy, but stick with it. Hey, Divine Feminines, stay out of the worry energy. It's going to be this negative self-fulfilling prophecy that you don't want. You don't, like, ask Archangel Michael to clear your thoughts, clear the effects of negative thought patterns, and things will run much smoother as you move through this transition. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for sharing this video with others, and thank you so much for supporting this channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can also pledge your support on Patreon, www.patreon.com/MichelleS. Fondin, and I will see you in the next video.